Good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. Here we go, guys. Game week 243 is about to kick off, but we've got a wee bit of unfinished business with game week 242. So I'll be going back, guys. I was super optimistic coming into this game week with the cards that we had and some of the fixtures we had. Did come into this game week knowing that my defence was going to be a real struggle, and I was really crossing my fingers on some big scores happening. I've just remembered I've still got my headphones on, and I don't actually need them. How was the game week for you guys? Let me know in the comment section down below. Are you hunting down prizes? Are you getting stuck into the leaderboard this game week? Did you have any near misses? Did the DNP let you down? Who killed you? What happened? If you're watching this live, fist bumps on arrival for Misaki and Gaza, the first two in here. If you're watching this after we've been live, thank you very much. Fist bump to you. Please leave a like and a comment down below. Let me know what the game week meant for you. Was it good? Was it bad? Did you learn any lessons? What will you do next time? All that good stuff. We're going to go through game week 242 summary. So I'll have a look at my teams, what let me down, what were the fixtures of the game week where we're looking to target, where we're looking to exploit, what went our way, what didn't. And then we'll be building game week 243 lineups. So we'll have a look at the prize pools and how everything's set out there. It is quite a bare midweek. So the stream tonight, guys, isn't going to be a big one. We'll just get through everything as we do. And yeah, as always, guys, I hope you have caught up with all the stuff we've been putting out on the channel. We did an amazing maiden debut watch along yesterday with Harry, and Josh popped in for a little while. So thanks to those guys for making that happen, especially Harry, of course, who was here for the full thing. And I hope you enjoyed it if you did catch it. It's like a 4-hour stream. It's still on the channel if you're mental and crazy and you want to go back and watch it. It was great fun. Me and Harry had players playing in all the matches. So watching the decisive actions roll in, watch the leaderboards and the leaderboards developing was millions of fun. And I'm looking to do it again this Friday. So on Friday coming up, so if you're watching this live, it's Monday night. If you're watching this after we've been live, it's probably Monday or Tuesday. But this coming Friday, we're going to be doing the same thing again. PSG are playing, Leipzig are playing, and Sevilla are playing. I think they're playing minnows by and large, but they're the main teams. They all kick off pretty much the same time on Friday and get all 3 screens on the go, and we can do another live stream watch along type thing. I'll take on the feedbacks that I've had from you guys already of things I can maybe integrate and improve. And likewise, if there is anything you could suggest, any suggestions for improvement, any feedbacks that we did something we didn't explore it in any great detail, whatever, then reach out to me and let me know. I'm more than happy to take feedback on board and evolve and develop with you guys' guidance. Mr. Holt, fist bump, thanks for joining us. And Martin O'Regan, America Tier 2 and Champ Euro Tier 1, buzzing. First prizes in 6 weeks, Martin. Well done to you, my man. From memory on the watch along, Martin, I remember you were kicking ass and taking names when we were all together doing that. So good to hear that you've pulled it in. We're at the 11th hour, so I'm maybe counting my chickens before they hatch. But I think we're pulling in a Tier 1 from Champion Euro Rare Pro. So I'll have a quick scan over the teams from the game week before. We'll do them in best possible score. So this was the team we threw out, guys, in the Champ Euro Pro. Nubo came in big time. Unfortunately, Guardiola's got an own goal that has absolutely crippled his decisive score. His all-round game was fine, even though Bayern did absolutely score 3 goals and really kill the game. But the OG is what's really killed Guardiola here. It's cost us basically 20 points. And that could have made all the difference. We're 29 points off of the star rare category. So it actually wouldn't have made a great difference in terms of the tier, but it makes a big difference to the position of the tier 1 that we're maybe going to be scooping out. I say maybe. There is 99% completed. There's one more Champion Euro match left to go tonight. It's Athletic Bilbao playing somebody, and Bilbao do have some cards that could cause me some trouble. If there's a Munayin, a Unai Simon, there's a few guys that might. I can still finish 32nd. That's the worst. What would that result me being? Oh, I'm guaranteed it. No. 28th is the last spot for a tier 1. I'm in 25th. So it is real 50-50. It's either going to be a bottom tier 1 or a top tier 2 that I'm going to be finishing up with. Darwin Núñez has just been confirmed in the starting 11, and we really need him to bang in over 100 to get us into tier 2 contention for Challenger Europe Pro. This was a division we were making the tactical decision with to not go U23. As you can see, this entire team is U23, but we put them into Challenger Euro, hoping and thinking and imagining that it might be easier to pull a prize here versus U23 this game week, and maybe it does come off. Van de Voort got his clean sheet, which was lovely. But unfortunately, Yari Verscharen, no decisive contributions in a 4-1 win is an absolute kick in the stones. And Rio Hatate got another worldie. Oh, sorry, it was an assist. I'm sorry. I was thinking about all the goals that we've seen on Sunday. It's melting my brain. But he got his decisive, he got his assist, but he only played 45 minutes. And as captain, he was the best captain choice in the end. But he did only get 45 minutes. If he got another 15 or 30 minutes in the second half, he could have easily went on and maybe touched in with an 80 before multiplier, but it wasn't to be, unfortunately. But all things considered, if not, Darwin can knock out 100 plus before decisive, then we will definitely smash the tier 2. We're actually 61 points away from the tier 1. Oh, Jesus, man. We could get mega lucky. I know in Challenger Pro, there will be a lot of Benfica cards running. So I don't know how achievable 100 points into the star category could be, but we're back in Darwin. Wow, it's so tight. Look at that. To get to 8th, we need 91 points at the moment, but to get to 2nd is 107 points. So that's a 18 point difference. It's 16 point differential. It's so tight at the top of the tree, guys. With Van der Vaart's clean sheet, I'm hoping that this will pay off in some respect. So fingers and toes crossed for the 7 o'clock kickoff with Benfica. I hope you will cheer me on there. And this team, guys, unfortunately, the Longbuster, Gaza has jinxed them. Gaza picked him up and he told me on Discord, he said, listen, Quinny, I've bought your goalkeeper, so he is now mince. And I said to Gaza, I was like, no, that won't be the case, son. He'll be fine. But yeah, he did suffer it. He did suffer big time. And I think that is 56 points off a card. And again, that's with Jota coming off the bench, Rio Hatate only getting 45 minutes, and Longbuster really letting us down. The star of the show was Max Arnold. I was very close to selling him this week, and I said, knowing my luck, I'll sell him and he'll bang in big scores. And he did, but I didn't sell him. So the lesson has been learned from previous mistakes, and hopefully now this is going to be, and it was a very favourable fixture, but I'm hoping this can be the start of some great Max Arnold form. Challenger Euro Limited, again, Longbusters let us down. 66 points off our prize. We weren't too far away, but in reality, we weren't really that close. Champ Euro Rare, again, a few sandbags, a couple of greens. 65 points off a card is not actually that much considering how low the scores were from 3 cards, you know. So it was very much a game week we could have had multiple wins from if the cards we picked actually played a little bit better. And All-Star Limited, again, we just didn't quite get there. 56 points off a card. We're getting super close, guys, to doing some sort of clean sweep, but it's not quite happened. Champion Euro Limited, David Silva let us down and Cunha let us down. Both guys came off the bench rather than starting. 85 points off a card. I'm not really going to lose much sleep over that. And unfortunately, All Black pulled in fucking 5.9 points. And Jack Hendry DNP'd. Absolutely wiped out this team for any potential. We've pulled in the base ETH, so we've pulled in 0.1 Ethereum from this team rather than the 0.02. But we were 111 points from a card, and we basically had 2 DNPs in this team. So if we get both those guys on the pitch somehow, 111 points, we could have maybe captured a card out of that division also. So we've got green shoots all over it. All the entries we're playing, guys, are getting right in amongst it like a dog-eating beetroot. But unfortunately, we've just not quite made it there. And the Sorare Data League, I actually forgot to check who I had. So I had DR7 Sorare, and it looks like I am leading. So I had Longbuster and goals. Jesus, my defence was feeble. My midfielders really bailed me out, it must be said. And so is the Tati. I've still got Darwin to run. But yeah, that was decent. Actually, quite a low score for SD11, it must be said. But DR7 has got 2 DNPs. And he's not really got much of a bench. So I think I'm going to be home and hosed. He's going to get 67 points, I think, for the Silvestre. He should come into defence. One of these guys has to be a defender, I think, so they'll get some points there. But the goalkeeper DNP, and yeah. So I think I've won against DR7. Thanks a lot for coming. Thanks a lot for playing. So that brings us on to the lineup builder. Now, before we get right into the lineup builder, the first thing we've got to go and check is the prize pools itself. Okay, so I've got 2 goalkeepers that are playing this game week, I'm pretty sure of. Let's have a look at All-Star Rare Pro. Oh no, I've only got 1 goalkeeper that is definitely playing, and that is Van der Vaart. And I've got Horvath, who's very unlikely to play. But like I said before, with Pandur, I'm always going to play guys that I think have a shot of playing in this situation, because it just makes the most logical sense. Chrissy Quirk, fist bump, good to see you, my man. How far from a tier 0? Not very far at all. Mikey Basson, good to see you, my man. Fist bump to you. A tier 1 champ Euro, it should still be a very tasty card. Yes, I've had a look at I'll have a look at the prize pool and we'll see what I can get before we leave the stream tonight. The Tier 1 Champ Euro pool is lit, so I'm still excited to get in amongst that. You were third, Martin O'Regan, on Sunday, but you've slid down to 11 with some of the big hitters. Yeah, I remember. Nice. Good stuff, guys. Got a few of you joining us. Don't forget, guys, hit that like button. If you're watching this after we've been live, you need to do that as well, of course. But I've only got one goalkeeper. Now, the problem and the question becomes is how many other goalkeepers are actually out there this game week? So let's have a look at all the matches. In the SPFL, there's no goalkeepers with a card. In the Championship, we've got Kaminsky at Blackburn Rovers. We've got 4 Belgian keepers that will be playing. In the English Prem, we'll have a Liverpool keeper. So how many are we up to then? Let's count them as we go. How many goalkeepers are playing? So Kaminsky's 1. Then there's 4 there, so that's 5. Alisson 6. I don't think there's any other ones, is there? West Ham will give us 7 probably. There should be some... No, there's not with Areola. It's Areola that's playing, not Fabianski. So I think it's 6 cards. Conabon, Libertadores. I don't think we've got any cards for there. Argentina's coming back. So there might be Newell's Old Boys and Argentinos. There might be another 2 goalkeepers. So that gets us to 8. Liga MX. I don't think any of these teams are licensed. So we've got like 6 goalkeepers that could be playing. Van der Voort is the only U23 keeper that I think is going to be playing in this game week. Pretty sure these guys have got old goalkeepers. Yeah, so I think Van der Voort might be the only U23 keeper. And I think the U23 entries, so we've got 120 in Pro for only 4 cards. It's just too thin. I'm not that excited about that, to be honest. 4 cards, wow. All-Star Rare Pros, where I have registered a team, we're verging on 600 entrants. The top 12 are going to be winning something, so it's very slim pickings, but there's not that much going on. And with some of my Celtic cards, it might give me the difference between being an almost ran and being a winner. An All-Star Rare, the main division where we go and grab our ETH, top 50 get a card out of 6,000 entrants. Now, I dare say, that's 6,000 entrants, probably about 5,000 of them are not going to have a goalkeeper that's going to be eligible to play. On Sorare data, we can actually see there's only actually 522 possible lineups in All-Star Pro. In U23, let's have a wee check at that data, because that'll be interesting. U23 Pro, there's only 130 possible lineups of 5 cards that have matches. I've got to be in one of the strongest 130, I think, because really, who is there? Maybe some Liverpool guys. I don't think there's many U23 there. Hard to see. I've got Newcastle with Trippier. I've got Trippier playing. That'll be good for me. This is my matches, isn't it? Who have I got? Oh, I've got Common Vlasic. I was thinking, what's going on there? I've got Robbo. And I've got a Common Ronaldo. Okay, I was wondering why those were cut. Why have I got... Oh, by the way, CD Lara. I've got a guy that plays for them. This could be interesting. Let's check the prize pool for the super rare tier. U23, 3 cards only. Pretty naff. All-Star, 5 cards. Pretty naff. I wonder where... I think all the strength will go into the rare entries. I wonder if I can maybe sneak in... How many? 133 possible entries for All-Star Super Rare. First place gets a tier 1. I wonder, is it worth going for the tier 1 super? Selena, Aruta, Usman Dembele. Some good guys in here. I think I've looked at this pool quite a lot. Paqueta's here. Tati Castellanos. Sofiane Diop, who's getting a good write-up this weekend. That would be an amazing super rare to pick up. I might go for that because I know I've got the cards. I've seen a Sulemana there as well. That could be interesting. Let's have a look at All-Star Super Rare. Let's see if we played Van der Voort. And here, what else could we mess about with potentially? Let's just look at the supers. I've got Trippier. I've also got THB, who's at home to Swansea. Stoke are slightly the favourites. And Lampard's Everton go to Newcastle. That's a real 6-pointer, 19th versus 16th. I think Trippier is my man. Midfield, Ideguchi's not going to play. So, okay, so I cannot go super rare, so I've just not got the midfield capacity. But I do have Freddy Vargas, which is what was drawing my attention to this division, who's a U23 forward that plays for Lara, and he'll be a massive differential this game week if he was to do something. And Rio Hatate, of course, is Giacomakis. But I think we'll be dinging that. We'll be going All-Star, or let's have a look at U23 Pro. What's the kind of best team? There's only 130 lineups. We're all going to have Van der Voort in goals. I think I know that already. We're all going to have Van der Voort in goals. Actually, is maybe Challenger my play? Because Similar to this game week, we kind of maybe want to go for the differential. So let's see, Challenger Pro, 5 cards, 89 entrants. Let's see what the likelihood is of lineups. So where is Challenger? Challenger Pro, 269 possible lineups. Yes, it's just a bit more deep, isn't it? So I think if I do go for U23 Rare Pro, I think I've got, especially when I see like THB there and stuff like that, I think I might have the power to make a bit of a difference in this division. All scarcities, also the only U23 defender I've got is THB, which takes up a super rare spot. I've got no U23 midfielders. Okay, so that's out the equation. I've got the forwards, of course. So yeah, we're not doing U23. It's going to be All-Star Rare Pro. We're going to go mega strong, mega hard. 522 possible entries, but I've got a feeling a lot of them are going to be split across U23 Challenger and D4 and whatnot, and probably a lot of them are going to have a DNP in them, a known DNP. At the back, right, okay. I think we take Robbo. I think Sismikas played the last game. Robbo come off the bench. That was in the cup. So I think home and Leicester, that's a big game. And I think Robbo gets the start. That then frees us up to have super rares further up the pitch. We're going to be playing in Cham in midfield. He's our only midfielder with a match, as it would appear. Up front then, we've got a lot of choice. I think Rio has to go in. And then it's either Yakimakis, Maeda, or Jota. I'm probably going to go with Jota, because I think he's... Oh, then... I think I could do that. Drop Robbo and bring in Trip. There we go. I think this is the team we're going to rock with. That seems good. That seems powerful. Captain Jota till I die, of course. I think that's going to be the team that we roll with. So what did I pick on the first pass of this? Let's see. My teams. I'm giving the game away. It's the exact same team. I've not got that much variety, it must be said. So let's have a look now at All-Star Rare. What team can we pick up? So again, there's a lot of entrants in here potentially. The only goalkeeper I do have that's worth anything is going to be Ethan Horvath, of course. We can then play Robbo in defence, who's my only rare defender, so that does make complete and absolute sense. I think I've got a common in here, which is Vlasic, to be honest with you. Ideguchi I could play, but I don't think that's going to be smart. And then I've got rare Rio, and then I guess I could play rare Maeda. Yeah, so I'm going to have a double Celtic up front, Robbo at the back, Horvath likely DNP, and then a common in here in the middle. I think that's the play, to be honest with you. Let me just double check. That's what we did. Yes, it is. Yeah, so that's the only midfielder we've got is common Vlasic, who's unlikely to play. So as long as Maeda, Hitati, and Robbo can get about 250 points, I'll be happy enough with that. And then we're hoping these guys absolutely smash it out the park. And Cham's gets such a big multiplier that he's almost like a mini super rare himself. And the legend that is Van de Ver, hopefully he gets 2 clean sheets on the bounce. Wouldn't that be special? World Football Tips, fist bump. Good to see you, my man. Thanks a lot for joining us. But I think that's pretty much the nuts and bolts of what we've got, guys. I'm just going to save that little team there. Do we have any potential to go limited? I don't think I've got an active goalkeeper. I don't. So do I have the team? I've got Rio, who can play in defence for me. In midfield, I could play this little rookie kid. I don't think he's going to get many minutes, but I could play him. And then up front, I've got the Maeda, which we know about. Where's the one with the big multiplier? And then I've got Ovando here, who's a reserve for one of these guys. He's not likely to feature, is he? So I'll be going in with 3 cards. There's 496 possible teams. I'm probably not even going to waste my time breaking up the training teams, if I'm being honest, to enter that. Yeah. So I think that's us, guys. I think that's everything I'm going to be running out with. Let's have a look at the special weekly. I don't want to look at training. I don't want to look at training. Where's the special weekly? Oh no, competitions. That's what we want to look at. Is there any special criteria? All competitions covered. 60 entries. At least 1 player in the Argentinian league. Not too excited about that. I'm a little bit gutted I'm not going to get a shot at this Vargas, because it's one of the few opportunities I'm going to have to play the bloody guy. But I just don't really have the need to play him. So there is no need to play him, so why worry about it? But yeah, I think that's pretty much it, guys. That's all we're going to be doing for this game week. 2 entries, 1 really strong, and 1 we're just hoping bashes out a bit of ETH. Bad news for Cherky holders. Seems he's out for the rest of the season. Oh, that's sad news, man. Poor Cherky. Poor us and poor Cherky. Yeah, gutted, man. Absolutely gutted. So the game week we're leaving behind this week, guys, we are looking like we are going to be pulling in a tier 1 from Champion Rare Pro. which is good. Brais Mendes picked up 2 goals. Absolutely lovely game from him in a Celta Vigo 2-0 win. He is really coming into the fore, and he's been getting into a lot of Spain teams recently, so I'm hoping in the off-season, Brais Mendes is going to get linked to some bigger and better teams in Celta Vigo. And Joan Jordan made his debut for the team and brought in a great result for no decisive action in a 0-0 draw, 57 before multiplier. And I've got to say as well, guys, I was really impressed. I watched the Milan derby. I was really, really impressed with Sandro Tonali. His contribution, again, very similar to JJ, without a decisive, getting close to 60. These midfielders, that is an absolute godsend, because when they do pick up decisives, that's when they break out and they do hit, like Sensei has here, up into the 80s, or Max Arnold up into the 90s. It's just with that added decisive. Now, Max Arnold, it must be said, also got a goal line clearance, which helped his score all around. It was good to see Ivan Illich picking up a 50-plus score as well, away to Juventus in a hard match. And otherwise, there wasn't really many tales of the tape. I did suspect Camavinga was going to start for Real Madrid. I thought it might have been a rotation match, and it clearly was. And thankfully, the Real Madrid cards didn't come to the table and really challenge me, so that's good. Just got to watch out for the old Athletic Bilbao guys tonight. Well, let's have a look at the tiers, okay? So if we do capture in the tier 1 from Champ Hero Rare Pro, we've got some nice guys. Now, at the top of this pool, they're also lovely and amazing looking. I'm not holding my breath over a Hakimi, Leal, or Saliba, anything like that. I am going to be towards the bottom of the pool, I would think. So not maybe quite the tippy bottom, because I'm in Champion Rare Pro, so I should be above the pecking order for the guys that are in Champion Rare. So I think roughly, let's say about here, maybe a Locatelli, that'd be nice. Locatelli, Kessie, Guerrero, Mavropanos, I seen Achilles in there, a Diop, Nicolas Sula would be interesting. Handanovic would be useful for a short period of time at least. Payet is a boss at the moment. Sergio Herrera would be nice. David Alaba, Marco Verratti. Some good guys. David Soraya would be a great pool. In the middle of this tier pool, I could be pretty excited about. If we did get mega lucky, or fortunate, depends how you want to look at it, and we did get into the prizes here with Darwin, where could we reasonably expect? If we did get into the tier 1s in Challenger Pro, what would that look like? So I would expect a good card out of that. So if we do get into the tier 1s, some goalkeepers here, which is what I'm really interested in, some OP guys like Otamendi or Senise, sorry, would be very much welcomed into the club, as well as some of these other guys here I would take along, no problem at all. And Alexander, no, I thought it was Javerschlager, sorry, it's Alexander Schlager. Nicholas Storm, again, there's a few wee bits of rubbish in here. This guy's highly rated, I'd take him as a tier 1. Brendan Aronson would be cool, he's worth a lot of money. Yari Verscharen, sure, why not? But yeah, so if we get lucky, we could maybe pop in with a Mario Götze, or a Seawald, or an Asmun, Rasmus Christensen, Kings Kangwa. I heard the guys talking about him recently over at the Sorare data stream on the Friday nights. Edson Alvarez would be a great pool. Luka Sucic. It's actually quite a strong pool, but it's just so diverse and so deep. Look how deep this pool is. It is really Josh Cullen. I'd be so gutted with that. Or a Weigl compared to what else is in this pool. If we did hit the absolute jackpot, Darwin gets a hat-trick of decisive actions. We could be looking at some of the good and the great of the Challenger pool. The star pool is absolutely amazing. Now, I would be gutted with a Muric because he just did get injured, but a lot of these other guys would be absolute godsends to be pulling out. It's weird seeing Luis Diaz still in the Challenger pool now that he's a Champion Euro card. Darwin's in here, Sangar's in here, Philip Kohn. So again, Benjamin Sesko rare would be lovely to go with the limiteds I've picked up. Ibrahim Sejc would be nice. Xerxes on good form, by all accounts. Unerstal, again, there's some really good cards in this star pool. Vanizir there right at the bottom. Also note that Simeone turned a slight tweak for Vlas into an MCL strain and out for 7 to 8 weeks by making him stay on the pitch. Well, ouch. Daniel, so our boy Vlas is out now for about 2 months. Killer. But yeah, we've seen that he didn't really participate too much in the match. I think we noted that when we watched it, that Vlas did seem almost anonymous. Didn't really get involved in too much. So we're definitely getting one card from the looks of it. It feels like it's almost certainly going to be a tier 1 unless something crazy happens. And we're going to get a little bit of Ethan. And we're just really hoping Darwin really sparks into life tonight and kicks off. And we can pull in 2 cards this game week, which would be the first time we've done that this year. And it would really kick us off, guys. Like I've been talking about a lot in the content. For me, it's all about moving towards and working towards Game Week 248, the convergence, when all the leagues from all around the world come back and are getting absolutely stuck into it. So this is us moving into Game Week 243. We are only 5 game weeks away, and the clock is ticking. Make sure, guys, at any point you do like, subscribe, and share, and retweet, and all that good stuff. Make sure you check out my second channel, guys, Sorare TV. It's on YouTube. There's a Twitter account for it as well. That's where all my polished content is going. We had an amazing segment with techers. We basically just went all over the world talking about players, teams, tactics, strategies, all that kind of fun stuff as well. And again, guys, for the Sorare perspective, the Saturday show that we're running on Sorare TV, we're starting to get guests lined up and returning guests as well, so we can have some regular content that you can set your watch by that you know is coming out. On top of that, guys, there's going to be much more coming out over the channel over the next couple of days, weeks, and months. Please stay tuned, like, subscribe, share, and retweet, and all that good stuff. And wish me luck, guys, for the tier pool. I'll probably be doing a little stream again in the morning just to see how Darwin's done and touch base with you guys, and having a look ahead to the weekend, because that's the next big game week that we're all going to be getting prepped for. So yeah, Mikey, I got this from fanatics.com. Again, there's a link in the description down below. I got a Bayern Munich hoodie. Now, I've got to admit, guys, it's nice and warm and everything like that, but I've never had Bayern Munich clothes before, so I don't know how I feel, because obviously, as you guys know, I quite like my Leipzig. I'm quite fond of Leverkusen. I love St. Pauli. I'm actually quite fond of Frankfurt as well. So see, when I opened up the package and I looked at this, I felt like a bit of a sellout. I felt like I was putting on a Man United top almost. That's how it felt. But I do love it. It looks good on camera. It's a nice colour. Badge is nice and crisp. Really good quality stuff. Took like 2 weeks to deliver. And I've got a lovely Valencia one as well that I'll probably be wearing in the next couple of days on content. So if you are interested in getting any football gear or anything like that, guys, hoodies, jumpers, zippers, tops, everything, maybe it's basketball, NFL, fanatics.com is the biggest retailer in the world of sporting goods, and they want to support the channel. They're a big fan of the content, and they've given us, for you guys, up to 65% off. That link will probably not be in the live stream at current. If you give me 2 seconds, but I'll pop it in there. And on Monday and Tuesday, which is today and tomorrow, guys, with the link, you're going to get, with the codes that I put in the description there for you, you're going to get free UK shipping. So, oh, sugar, 2 seconds, wrong button. You're going to get free UK shipping. So that takes a bit of the cost off for you as well. The codes that are in that description, guys, that is much cheaper. They give me a 30% discount for being an affiliate. But the codes that they give me to give to you is way better, to be honest with you. So let me just copy and paste that into the description fees. And now, guys, you can hit refresh. If you've watched this after we've been live, it'll already be there for you, I'm sure. Yeah, it's going to be in there just under the main blurby bit. So you'll see it's fanatics.93, wee bit of jargon and whatever, HTTPS. And then let me go get the codes for you. 2 seconds, lads. Let me go and get that for you. So did you watch much football over the weekend, guys? Let me know. Me and Harry did I mentioned it at the beginning of the stream, but me and Harry did an amazing watch along thing that all you guys, or a lot of you guys, joined in for. If you do have any feedback about that, anything you would add in to make it a much more enjoyable watch along experience, then let me know and I'll do my best to incorporate that. If where the hell is it? It must be in my emails. Sorry, guys. Because I'm looking to do that as often as possible. Whenever I've got time, the fixtures make it worthwhile as well. I don't want to do it just for crap matches. I want it to be for matches that we can get excited about, and we can actually, you know, have some players involved in and really watch the lineups and all that kind of stuff. All the leaderboards kind of pan out. That's what I'm looking for from these ones. So on Friday we've got Leipzig, PSG, and Fanatics. Sorry, guys. On Friday night. So yeah, so I'll just put it in here, the Monday and the Tuesday one. Okay, so the code is flag. It'll be in the description of this video in a minute for you guys. So sorry. So if you use that code at checkout, it supports the channel. You get 20% off your purchase and free UK shipping. There you go. Boom. So if you're looking to get any tops for the MLS, anywhere around Europe, all that kind of stuff, hoodies, jumpers, zippers, whatever, please use that link in the description down below. It goes a long way supporting the channel, and we can bring more and more content to you. I've had lots of calls today, guys. There's going to be some amazing content coming at you in all sorts of directions, so please stay tuned. I'm working as hard as I can here in the background to improve and upgrade as much stuff as possible to give you guys the best content available, and all your support is very much appreciated. I'm looking forward to trophy day tomorrow. It's good winning prizes. Hopefully when I see you in the morning, Darwin Núñez has bagged a hat-trick and pulled a few assists, and we are looking at picking up double cards. That would be great, wouldn't it? We can then roll into the weekend with some Celtic love, and then we roll into the weekend and we're going after cards again. So we're getting there, guys. I hope you're doing great as well, of course, and thanks a lot for joining us. Yeah, just a quick stream tonight, guys. I say there's not much for the midweek to really digress into, but like, subscribe, share, retweet, all that good stuff, guys. Stay out of trouble, and I will catch you in the morning. Take care. Bye-bye.
It's a terrible.